me to say it like what you want. What you want. I got Jesus giving money, what you want. I've been sitting and fishing this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description,
Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And away we go at the link. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air, it's Hurts. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Into the secondary past the 40. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Here's Saquon. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense up to the line fast. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Coming out throwing is Williams. Launches one deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Zach Bond with the tackle. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Let's go. From the 21. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack. How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
On the return, Britton Covey. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Great, set. Don't touch it.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the...
Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead.
73.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he pushed deep in enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They go to Barkley again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brought down back at the 27.
Great, set. Try left, Yeti.
A give to Barkley. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's good for Eagles. 1st down.
Great, set.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Barkley. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 10-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles driving ahead. 2nd and 3 now.
Hey, thumbs up, alert it. Great, set.
To the ground with Barkley. And he drives this forward to the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings to 2nd and goal.
73.
At the Bears' 7-yard line.
They'll try again with Barkley. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Bears decide to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Escapes out to the left. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker Jake Elliott for the try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Hopkins is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. 1st down, Williams. Forced out to his right. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And he's able to move it past the 45 before going out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Taking a deep shot here. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Chicago.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here. Working from the gun, Williams. Buys time, rolling right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Carney's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Chased out to his right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You know, it looked like things fell apart a little bit as he left the pocket, just not on the same page with his targets as they adjusted their routes. And that's really what led to the incompletion.
Buying some time right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Back to throw it. On the move, headed right. That's caught beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Forget that it was fourth down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first.
Okay, break. 70 Timberwolves. Lion. Here we go, set.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He puts some air under a deep throw. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's Swift on second down. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. And in it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve third down and 4. Williams from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
is going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Jalen Johnson with the stop. But second down now, 7 to go. On the play fake, it's Hurts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. And now it's 3rd down.
Great, set. Kyle up, Yeti.
Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
A big loss on the play.
The Eagles are in punt formation. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And the punt team gets to this one at the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Getting out to his left. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, Kate, it looked to me like this one, he leaves the pocket, and this is where you're out on the schoolyard, out on the playground, and you're looking for your buddy to find that connection. Unfortunately, receiver QB, they could not find the completion that time.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll go out to the 35-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. They're set up at the 35 now. Williams to throw on 1st. He's on the move. Down the run right, throwing deep down. Big gain downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Roma Dudes, a touchdown. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears push their lead to 3.
Eagles 10.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Covey now to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Great, set. Don't touch.
Now Barkley. A lot of grass ahead. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. Oh, baby! He got loose, and after a few steps, there was nothing they could do to stop him. That, Brock, is the definition of a home run play.
You know, and when you go to draft, sign, or trade for a skill guy, you want him to have that kind of threat, that kind of breakaway speed. You don't always have to be a 4-3 guy on the track. You just have to be a guy that once you get in that open field, there is nobody, and I mean nobody in the building that was going to catch him.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Williams set to pass. Allen there to haul it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bears first down. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Check smash, check smash. On the set.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Forced out to his right. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Throwing now. Chased out to his right. He sends this one to the end zone. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
No touch. 63, 63. There. No touch.
Handoff headed right. Barkley. Up the sideline, past the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 30. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance.